Hi, Chloe. How are you doing? You all right? Right, let's give you some cards for the day. Oh, I've got a stiff neck doing that. Right, Chloe, let's have a look. Everything all right? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I've just done a reading for the week ahead. I think it comes out at 11:30. So it's quite nice. So, Chloe, let's see what's going on for Chloe. Do you remember to like the video, guys? Right, let's have a look. Right, Chloe, because you're a channel member, first of all, we have the death card. So this just means that a new transformation is taking place within your life at the moment, which is really what you need, isn't it? So putting the old to bed and really embracing the new. You've also got the 10 of Wands. So even though things can be very hard work, we don't need to feel suppressed all the time about how hard it actually is. So things in bite-sized chunks is going to really benefit at this time. Because you do have the death card, this is a great time to really realize that we have to change. Change always has to happen. So anything in the past that hasn't worked out significantly, now the time to look at that. And okay, some things can be a huge challenge, but if you really work hard, you know, to be more efficiently with working hard. I know that's really difficult and challenging when we've got small kids. It'll happen. But this is a good aspect to really look at what we do want and how we can attract it, and walking away from something that's not feeling that good. So when we feel like this, it's just like we feel so low, we feel so that the universe isn't on our side. And that's a really good aspect to have a look at. What does definitely need to change? And when we are guided to change, as in this card, we just got to do that. Otherwise, we'll stay in the habit of just being this too much. Okay. Miller, hello, how are you? Did they woke up in a terrible mood? Oh no. How are you doing, Miller? How are you doing? Do you remember to like if I like the video, I'm sure other people will as well. Let's have a look. Right. Put the phone down. I'm glad you're fine, Miller. I'm glad you're fine. It's another week. Another week. Hopefully it's going to go fine for everyone. I think so. I've done a little video for everyone, and I think that's a good energy that's coming. So that's always good, isn't it? Hey? Shuki, hello, how are you? Please like the video, guys. It does help me out. Even though... How's Shuki today? It's good to see you all. I hope you're doing all very well. If you could do me a favor and like the video, that would be awesome. Thank you, Shuki, for donating. It is $5, above $5 on SUPERCHAT, Cash App, or PayPal. When choosing PayPal, if you still got friends and family, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys. Let me know when you've done it. I hope you like the little pumpkins. Thank you, Miller. I do appreciate that. Please choose friends and family, guys. It does help the channel. Thank you. Let's see who does it first. Let's see who's fastest on the draw. I would do runes as well now. Don't know if you've seen that. So hello, Amir. How are you? I hope you stay blessed as well. Lots and lots of love to everyone. Hopefully everyone's going to have a great week. You guys, when you donate, tell me. And then we can post the questions. Which we already know, don't we? Shucky, have you beaten Miller? Thanks for being here, guys. I do appreciate your company. Right, Miller was the first to do it. Thank you very much. What is your question today, Miller? And I've also Shucky received yours as well. Thank you. We'll start with Miller, if that's all right, because that came through first. Yeah, thank you. I've received them both. I will do Miller and then Shucky. Right, so Miller. They're in their off moments. That's not good, is it, Miller? Right, let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. So the first aspect is the page of Athames. So we can see here quite clearly that they are thinking, but always with the page of Athames, they don't quite understand what it is that they perhaps want. So sometimes what's happened in the past, not necessarily with you, but with relationships in general, they have to have the full confidence. As you can see, there's the owl here, which is showing the kind of psychic ability in the moon, which says to me that they're just overthinking things. So they really do need to stop overthinking things and just look at the reality of the situation. So it is going to take a little bit more time for them to really realize that things can happen. Now, with the sun here, this is a good sign, isn't it? Next to the page of affirmations, because it means that things can be seen to light. So the understanding will be a breakthrough and things will be a lot better. So there is an aspect where they don't want to be burnt again as well, which basically means for Philip that they don't really want to get hurt again in such a way that they can't see. So sometimes they're blinded by their own thoughts that really make things in a negative aspect. But it's not all a loss, because we know he always comes through. And with the world tree here, it shows that the understanding that they can come through. So they are going to make a decision quite soon to actually be in contact, which is really, really good. When we have a look at this also, yeah. So with the Justice card as well, this is the Libra season. So it probably will be coming quite soon in the Libran season, which is in October. So I think this is going to come about and they're going to come. All right. So also we have here with the moon that this kind of aspect within themselves is very deep seated. So imagination can come up quite a lot within Philip about what is going on. So as you can see here, and it will be soon, it'll probably be in the next few weeks that they make contact. So don't be too concerned about that. And what we see with the runes as well, Miller. It just can't make up its mind, can it? So we have Othello here. So I'm going to put this here because this is what they're inheriting. This is what's coming to light. Now, with the happiness card, it means that they have felt really happy with you. So that makes things a lot easier. And here we have Ingus as well, which is all about the seed of hope. So that they are thinking about you a lot. So don't be concerned about that. But when we have Isa, they're still a little bit frozen within that. So they are still a little bit dubious about coming forward, but they will. They definitely will, because the justice and the happiness and this is moving towards that goal. So they definitely will. So hopefully in the next few weeks, they will definitely make that move towards you. All right. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. That really is sweet. But there is a little bit concern here, but moving towards, as you can see, it's quite good. But there is delays here. There's definitely delays. Definitely delays. But this overthinking. But look, on this side, moving forward, we can see with the Three of Wands, we can see with the Justice card, we can see with the Sun. All those things are coming alight, aren't they? So just be, and you've got two major arcanas there with the moon and the world. So it is a very solid relationship on a level, definitely. Okay, thank you, Miller. Yeah, he's all right. Oh, right. Thank you, Miller. Have a great day. Shucky, when will I finally feel more freedom? Oh, thank you, Miller. I love you too. Do take care and enjoy that ship coming in. Right, shucky. Right, let's have a look. Just on a donated reading, guys. Thanks for being here. Right, let's do Yeah. Right, let's have a look. So the first aspect we do have is the Five of Chalices. So when will you feel that everything is going to be okay? When we don't concentrate on the negative, it's as simple as that. Sometimes when we see that things have gone wrong in our life, we keep reflecting back on it. The mind will drag us back to these emotionally heartaches. So it's vitally important not to do that. Every day we can build up disappointment and sadness and things like that. But it's when we actually keep focusing on that, it means the universe is going, hey, you obviously want more of it. So we have to look at things in a more positive light. To be positive and happy lets our soul sing a little bit more better. So, this is just a huge aspect that we have to move environments, move our thoughts, feelings, and everything else into something that really does make you feel happier. So that's the first aspect. The second one, obviously, is really moving away and making sure that everything is on the same page. So your thoughts have to be in sync with what your desires are, your motivation. So to be motivated and move towards something that really does make you happy. So sometimes it's having a new lease of life with a hobby or an understanding and not doing things the same all the time. Even just changing one thing in your bedroom will really make things shine and make yourself feel more grounded. So having a plant or a crystal or something like that is very grounding and just on the same page as what you do want. So these two are really good aspects. You've also demonstrating here the devil card where you feel trapped. When we feel trapped within our lives, we have to do something about it. We have to face the habits. And one of those habits, as we've discussed here, is overthinking and over focusing on the negative. So just because life isn't going completely for us at the moment, it doesn't mean to say it's always going to be that. I really do like the Five of Cups because it's the Two of Cups always standing. And if you look at the week ahead message that I've done, the Two of Cups does appear for most people in this season. So this is about what we are attracting. So as I said before, the universe will give out what we're already thinking and focusing on. So if we're focusing on the pain, that's what the universe will go more of. And that's why we have to move our body and mind and spirit away from that. So as soon as it clicks in that you can't focus on, oh, if only I had this and if only this was happening. So this does take patience. So, whether you take on board a self-hypnosis tape, on YouTube, there are quite a lot of things, and just be positive and kind of be in the mindset of more affirmations about this is how I'm controlling my own life, because we are responsible for that. So this is showing the nurturing. So this is moving away from this, which is really good with the Seven of Pentacles. This is what we do nurture. This is what we're focusing on. So focusing on your goals, writing some goals down is really going to be a good thing. You've also got the Lover's card here as well. So this means the decisions that you make to come away from this trap is going to be for the highest good of yourself. So this is a Gemini card. This is the Cancerian card. So I think by summer next year that you're really going to find a new lease of life. So when we go through reflect, so remember, habits are formed and it's hard to break habits, but it can definitely be done. And when we see the Eight of Pentacles as well, you've got to work really hard and focus on your goals. So I think that's quite good. So writing goals down. Journaling and things like that are really good. So we've got Thoraz here, which is a rune of Thoraz. Don't know if you can see that. So Thoraz is like Thor's hammer, and they can smash through anything that's causing them pain. So this is a good thing for you to do, and it proves that you can do it. And also you have Tiwaz here. Tiwaz, which is a good time to actually make the decision and work really hard. So this is aspiring on a spiritual level to get where you do want. So I think by summertime, if you realize throughout the coming months ahead that it is down to you to really say, right, what is it that I need? So looking at self-discovery of unconditional love for yourself and accepting yourself is one of those things that you'll immediately feel whole. I mean, yes, it does take time, obviously, but it's the perception and value that we put on ourselves really creates that. So hopefully that made sense. So, but you can see here the positivity, can't you? Moving away from here when we make the decision. So the disappointments, the trapments, the decision to make things good is moving away and really focusing on what needs to be done. All right. So thank you, Shuki Shuki. It's always good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you. You'll be fine. Just try to stay away from negative people. Look at positivities. Have some goals. We need the goals. Setting goals for ourselves is a really important aspect. Doesn't matter what goal it is, but if you actually do a goal every day, and you see the result, it has a sense of satisfaction, doesn't it? It really does. Pallavi, how are you? This session is donations only. Please check the description and the pinned comments. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for your donations, guys. Thank you. for popping by. Hopefully everyone's all right today. If you want a donated question, then do let me know. Thank you on PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. If you're a channel member, come in and say hi because you get 2 cards free. Hi guys, hopefully you're all right. Hopefully you're having a good day. If you're a channel member, then come in and get 2 free cards. If you do want a question, today is donations above $5. Thank you. Hi guys, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. If you do want to donate for a question, it is above $5 for questions. If you're a channel member, then it's 2 cards free. Hello Nick, how are you? How are you doing today? Have a good weekend? Was the weekend all right? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? It's quite still weather. Weather's not too bad today either, so that's all right. You working this week? Oh, live soon. That'll be interesting. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Always good to do lives. Definitely. Yay. So when are you going to actually start these lives? No time like the present? Oh, okay. That'll be good. Well, if you're doing it 9 till 12 Californian time, um, is that far? Are you 7 hours behind? Hmm, not too sure. Yeah, maybe you will. It's kind of different Californian to Oklahoma, isn't it? Because you always get impression with America that they always have different kind of energies. Mm. Well, that sounds a very bit assertive, insisting. I insist that you live here. Oh yeah, it's the same. It's basically the same in the UK. The only difference is in London, you do get slightly more, only slightly. I'm pretty sure it doesn't cover the costs of living expenses. I insist you move here because that's what you're supposed to be doing, people. Yeah, California, we get the impression California is all about body consciousness and how much money you've got in the bank and all sorts of funny things. That's a perception is given out. Oh, yeehaw. We do like the Cowboys, don't we? Oh dear. Yeah, certainly got that. Why not? Down to earth, definitely. I think it's a good move. Yay, country boy. Yeah, I used to really enjoy the cowboy films when I was younger. Yeah, it'd be nice. Wow. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's always good to move. If sometimes when we live in a place and it's not ultimately working out for ourselves, changing environments is such a good idea. It really is, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. Sometimes it's best just to know, isn't it? It's best to know. And also closure is always a good thing. Um, do you know what I mean? It's not fair, really. Um, Sometimes we lead ourselves on, and sometimes we're led on. So knowing the difference is always a good thing, isn't it? But yeah, it's not a good situation when we don't know something. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It is good. It is, I think so. Very much so. If do you know what I believe? If somebody has got no respect, they're not communicating as well as they should do. It's just fantasy, isn't it? A lot of the time, because sometimes we can procrastinate about certain things, but we need to communicate a little bit better to the people involved what is going on. I mean, it is so common that people are really into a situation that doesn't indicate there is a situation. It's just common. Um, mm. Okay, thank you. Our midnight snack, that's always a good thing to get. Well, have a lovely day and enjoy your live. Hi everyone, hopefully you're all doing well. If you have Hi everyone, hopefully you're all doing fine today. If you do want a question, then it is by donation on PayPal, Cash App or SUPERCHAT. If you want a free 2-card general, do join the channel. For $1.99 a month, you get free reads every time you pop in. Hi, Sagittarius Moon. Oh, thank you very much, Sagittarius Moon. What is your question? I'm just waiting for it to come through. It does take a little bit of a while today. Thank you, Sagittarius Moon. Let's have a look. Right. Just taking a little bit of a time. I did have someone not pay me the other day. That was a little bit annoying. Yep, it's come through now. Thank you very much. It is slow, but it does get there in the end. I wish people would do friends and family. Right, what? Yeah, it just went through now. Thanks. What is your question today, please? What's coming towards you in love? All right, let's see what's coming with you in Cancer. Right, let's have a look. Okay, and then we put runes on as well. Right, let's have a look. So the first aspect we have is the Two of Pentacles. So working together is a good thing at the moment. Sometimes we need to focus on one thing at a time. So sometimes if it's trust, if it's communication, if it's kind of getting together and really working things out at this current time. Because we are in the Libran season, this is all about that trust and the justice, but more information, definitely. So when we see this, sometimes it's about too much scattered focus. So we need to bring it in and really internalize what it is that we're trying to achieve together as two people. Also, you do have here the Devil card. So it's almost like that trap. There is a certain amount of habits. So a lot of the time, communication is just not there at times. So it's almost like for us to realize that we have to break a habit of really falling into, sometimes we feel that we can't talk, and we go inward too much. And that this is a kind of a thing that can be destructive. So it is vitally important to really realize that if we have built up a habit, whether it's you, them, together, the environment and things like that, it's just too much, especially if we're focused on other things here, like overworking, hobbies, things like that. That can really take away from the relationship. So that's a kind of aspect which has to be looked at in this justice season. I think you will eventually find focus within this, paying attention to what is not there. I know sometimes that can be counterproductive, but sometimes we have to focus on things that aren't being said, things that aren't being done. So I believe you two can work this out, definitely. but sometimes overworking and other things like, oh, I'm going to be losing weight, or I'm going to the gym, or I need to do more work, or whatever, is very fractured from this relation. Sorry, losing my voice now. Sorry. It can be very, very fractured from the relationship. So you've got to really, really watch that, and not scatter that energy. Do you know what I mean? So with the Seven of Pentacles, this shows that you can focus and nurture both of you, but mainly yourself. When we look at that, it's like, what are you doing to protect yourself? What are you doing to really love yourself and honor yourself in this kind of relationship? Because what you don't want to do is fall in the trap of giving too much to a negative situation. So it's always good to find the truth of the matter, especially, as I say, around about this time. So you can see a lot of groundedness for this relationship, can't you? Also, you've got the Holly King as well. So it shows a time to reflect, a time to understand that we have to face our responsibilities for ourselves and what it is that we're trying to portray. So if you are feeling trapped in a situation of not them not understanding you wholly, it's almost like for yourself to say to yourself, what is it that I'm doing? Because it does need to have more focus. It does have more nurturing, because it's just not on the same page at the moment. Also, with the Eight of Athames, this is very much about the mindset. It is trapped at times. So with the mindset being trapped and not being able to move forward, it makes it very difficult. So just to recap before runes, because I just checked that and you said I got cut off. So when we have things that are fractured into parts, it makes it very difficult, especially with the devil here, that we can feel a little bit trapped in habits. So we have to focus on what we're nurturing. We have to go inside to really realize what we want from this relationship. Also with the Eight of Athames, this is needing more information. It's feeling a sense of trapped so much that we have to really see what has gone on before. If the communication isn't completely there and the trust isn't there, then it can't go anywhere. The only really positive card here is these two in the middle. So it's almost like focusing on your heart, focusing on who you are, to stay motivated to that and not give away power. So when we have a look at the runes, all right. So with the runes, you have Thoraz. So with Thoraz, you can break through. You can literally break through all of this doubt, all of this kind of fracturedness. So it shows that you have to be very strong within yourself and really pay attention to yourself and what you're doing. If you feel like you're stumbling around and you don't really know what's going on, you do have Tiwaz here, which is good. This is a spiritual kind of lifting yourself up, so to speak. And one has to do this. So I'm going to put this here in the nurturing aspect of how you can focus and nurture yourself. It's so important. So if you recognize and realize that there is a sense of a habit that has kept you fractured in this, then it needs to be looked at. Also, you've got Wunju, which is a great card because that's a joy. So this is definitely moving away from the hurt, the trappedness, and really realizing that if you elevate your thoughts and feelings and just break a habit and really focus on yourself, and you'll be amazed at how that lifts the whole relationship up. So this is a good card. This is a good rune for you to kind of celebrate who you are, but don't feel trapped within the mind and pull away from feeling that you're not good enough within the situation, because sometimes we do overwork. I think you can achieve your goals if you actually put more balance in the situation and really know what it is that you want for yourself apart from that relationship. Does that make sense? Yeah, and that's the kind of trapment, isn't it? That you feel that they don't like you. Either that's a fact or it isn't. With Thoraz here, you can overcome that. When we feel low in ourselves, or we have these romantic ideas that people should be telling ourselves that they like us. Focus on what is real, not what's fantasy. So you can see this is a trap that you're feeling not good enough in a situation, because you need that confirmation all the time. So look at things in a higher light and look at the joy that you've got already. Living in the moment, just focus what you do have, because with the Two of Pentacles, it's always going after that big dream. But when you actually tie yourself up on a mental level, it's not so good. So really look at what it is that you want from a relationship and really look at that in a deeper level. But yeah, it is a hard time at the moment. So maybe they're going through some stuff for themselves, but it just means really focus on you inside and really nurture yourself. This is basically really about you, because you are that other half of the equation, and they might be sensing that too. So if we're doubting ourselves and the situation, they pick that up and then going, what's wrong, when they think everything's all right, but suddenly you have this doubt and fear, and it's like, hold on a minute, what's going on? So it's very important to be positive. So yeah, they are challenging relationships, aren't they? They definitely are. But with the Libran season, it's always a good thing to pay attention to information, especially when you've got the Hermit going inside, especially when you've got the Eight of Swords, which is very much about not knowing. So you've really got to know yourself and know what's going on. Thank you for the donation, much appreciated. And just relax more in yourself, and then sometimes that improves significantly our relationships. But yeah, it is a kind of aspect where we can feel small, trapped. Thank you, Sage Moon. You'll be all right. Just stay focused and nurture yourself at the moment. That's really important. Don't rely on another person to really lift us up. But you've definitely got the power of Thoraz to give you that boost, and break through those kind of nagging feelings and nagging thoughts. Hi, Tiffany, if you're here. Hi, everyone. Hopefully you're all right today. If you want to donate a question, it is above $5 on Cash App or SUPERCHAT. Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a good week so far. If you do want a general free reading, it's to become a channel member. To press the join button below for $1.99 to help support the channel. You may also like a donated reading. It's above $5 on PayPal, Cash App, or SUPERCHAT. When donating on PayPal, please remember to choose friends and family. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, how are you doing? I do hope you're having a good week this week. If you do want a reading, it's by donation, $5 on PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. It is above $5. Do choose friends and family, and hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. If you have a question, then it is by donations, only above $5. If you would like a free general, join the channel with the join button below and become a channel member. You will get 2 free cards. Hi guys, thanks for being here. If you do want a reading today, it's by donation. Please make sure to let me know if you want to donate on Cash App, PayPal, or SUPERCHAT. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being here, guys. If you do want a reading today, it's by donation. Please do read the pinned comments. If you would like free cards, then to become a channel membership is the way to go. Hey Whitney, how are you? Great to see you. What are you doing? How is the weekend gone for you? Haven't seen you for a bit. Hopefully you're all right. What's been happening? Flea little piggy. I'm fine. How are you? Good to see you. Hopefully everything's doing well in your world and the spring is beautiful. Well, good luck with surgery. I have sinus problems a lot of the time, and I'm going for a head scan the day before. Any gossip? Oh, there's always gossip. Sometimes we have to stay away from that, don't we? Yeah, but yeah, no, it's always good to sort ourselves out, isn't it? So how's Flea little piggy? Yeah, it's just a scan to see if anything is blocked. I've had sinus trouble for a while, like 5 years. It's frustrating. It really is frustrating. But what can you do? Thanks for liking the video, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want questions, it's donations only on PayPal, Cash App, or SUPERCHAT. Yeah. There are ways to help ourselves, but sometimes you do need medical intervention, don't we? Annoying, but there you go. All right, Flea little piggy, thank you. Trying to remember friends and family. Thank you. Let's sort Flea little piggy out. I'll give you a card, Whitney, because you're a moderator. After Flea little piggy, I'll give you a general card. Oh. Yeah. Thank you, Whitney. Oh, thank you, Whitney. I do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Might as well give you it now. Oh no, I've just shuffled for Flea. We're making donations. Please choose friends and family if you have it, guys. Thank you. All right, here we go. Yeah, I've received the money now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for choosing friends and family. Right, so you want to know about finances. Is that true? Let me know your questions, please, little piggy. Thank you. This chat is awfully slow, isn't it, guys? Oh, here we go. So, Flea Little Piggy, do you want to know about business? What's going on? Obviously, you do. Right, let's have a look at your business. Money and finance business. Yeah, what can you do to improve things? Let's have a look. And we'll chuck the runes on. You feel so unmotivated. Right, okay. So the first aspect is the Six of Cups. So with this, it just means that sometimes when we reflect back on motivation and what we want, it's the child within us that has to sing all the time. I know we discussed last time on a romantic level about that, but also on the business side, we have to also look at that as well. So sometimes things need to be realistic in a lot of things, and motivation is one of the hardest things to do. So we have to have the analytical look, and that's why we've got the checkered cloth down here. It's what move are we going to make next in a direction? What is it that we're desiring? Are we desiring the money aspect or the satisfaction of what we do as people? So this is an interesting card. It does mean that you can really win the game of life. It just means the freedom of the constriction. So that's the first one, and we will keep relating it. This is perfect for you with a page of chalices with that blank canvas. So sometimes when we're looking at a blank canvas or a blank wall, we have to use that imagination here with the Six of Cups. If we use our imagination, yes, it does get the job done. But sometimes through the different moods and emotions that we do feel, we can put it on canvas. Even if we're writing a story or painting a picture, it's the same thing. So when we feel unmotivated, it's almost like looking at life in a different way, looking at life in a philosophy way sometimes, and really having a look at that, looking at shapes and colors and meanings will always bring a sense of an awareness to us. So when we're focusing on the past in a negative aspect, and that's not what we want to draw or paint or put out there, that can be the unmotivation. So it just depends what category that you want to portray presently and in the future. So this is about putting new life. It is literally having that blank canvas and really saying, well, this is a new opportunity. I don't have to do what I've done before. What am I now? What do I want to portray, not only to myself, but to others? So this is like the checkerboard of life, about where emotionally do you want to actually put this. There is no emotion that's bad or negative. So when we have the Ace of Cups, this is about self-discovering. This is about unconditional love coming into your life, accepting and valuing yourself as you are, not overjudging. And I'm pretty sure people around you can do that, but it is essential that you do it to yourself. So this is about forgiveness of self and situations and not judging too harshly, allowing the universe to give you that love that's needed. So, satisfying your child within is so essential, and really giving it some love, will make that motivation. So we can see this business plan, business money, is all to do with how you feel about yourself. We have 3 cups here. So this is an indication that when we don't feel loved as a person, or we want to jeopardize love or self-sabotage it in any way, shape or form, then that's not good, because that means we're suddenly going to drag ourselves down to be worthless, which is unfounded, isn't it? So when we have the 2 of Wands, it's like, oh, 9 of Wands. Did I say 9 of Wands? When we have the 9 of Wands, it's almost like that barrier that we put in front of us. So sometimes we need to change the medium up, what we're painting with, what we're writing with. We need to, if you do writing, we need to change the genre. All these kind of things can be a block. But for you, it's definitely an emotional block, so which makes sense. So we have to look at things like, oh yeah, I have had things a little bit difficult, but I know how to move forward, and I know what it is that I need to do. So when we look at motivation, we need to be inspiring about ourselves, because you are the channel, you are the medium that is going to put things down on paper. Also, we have the 3 of Athames. So this is the pain. This is the upset about certain things. So everyone would empathize and understand that when we have had pain or going through pain, we feel unmotivated. It's like a slap from the universe and saying, no, this is a setback. And this is what's happened here. But it shows here that sometimes this is a good thing to journal it, to write it down, to really express it on paper, what it is that we're trying to do. So yeah, this is just reflecting to you that kind of depressed feeling, that kind of lowness. So when you have the opportunity and the chalice from God, so to speak, it's all that godly energy can just overflow. And it's amazing how many humans turn away from unconditional love, from the God force. And it's like the salmon here will really face the difficulties to get where it needs to go. So the need is definitely there. And we'll look at the runes to see if that comes up. But it's a game of life, of how we actually navigate through these emotions. And when it shows that you've got the 6 of Swords there, 3 of Swords there, it's almost like that pain is just too much. You do have the Harvest card here. So it means that you will get a breakthrough in finances. You will have what you want. Now, harvesting, as we know, sometimes it's a good harvest and sometimes it can be a not so good harvest. So, when we do harvest, we reap the seeds for the next year to come. So we need to be really looking at the goodness within our life, the kind of aspect of what we already know. Well, we already know we can implement it to have the perfect harvest every single year, every single time that we want to invest, not only in ourselves, but in our finances. So you can see there's not a lot of money simply because it's down to your emotional ability. If we don't feel motivated, if we don't have the desire, then nothing gets done. So we can quite clearly see that we have to put the pain to bed, so to speak, and really say we need that new life. We need to have that barrier brought down completely, and trust in yourself. This is about trust. This is definitely 100% about trust and giving to your inner child. So if we look at the runes to see what else is going on. Right. Well, this is right away the best card for that, because that literally means the harvest as well with Jira. So this is literally what we put in is what we get out. I've just read your comment about you feel like you're not getting supported. So this is why this has come up, that self-support. So within our life, if we haven't felt supported in other areas, that then we think, well, I get no support, I get no support. This becomes a negative affirmation. So this is down to yourself. When you work with yourself, you have to be that support system. And you can see here the barrier of trust, and this is what an issue is. So if we look on the board of life that you get no support, the only people that you need support is yourself. Because ultimately, no matter if we're working in teams, we have constant supervision, managers down our neck, CEOs down our neck, the pressure from ourselves, we still need self-support. At the end of the day, if it is down to us as an individual. So even if people's doing our job, helping us to do job, it's always down to us. It ultimately is, isn't it? You have Rido as well, which is great. I'm going to stick that over there because we have to move away from the pain and suffering. So this is moving forward to actually get where you do want. So the harvesting of movement forward is only blocking by yourself. And you've got Wunjo here, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to stick this up here. Simply, well, I'll stick it there. Wunjo is that happiness and that joy that you feel. So reconnect to something that you've already achieved. That feeling of doing that great piece of work and then really being proud of yourself and happy about it. If you can move towards that, then that's good. These three runes are absolutely fantastic. The joy, the moving forward and getting to where you do want to go, and the harvest, two harvest cards. So it's like what you're investing in yourself. If it's more negativity, that's going to come in abundance. But what you do want is moving away from that to be abundantly clear that what you do need financially is a new set of life, that new understanding that you can achieve. So the pain, that suffering, is a belief system that needs to be off the board and let go of. Does that make sense? But yeah, it does come from emotional feelings. Whatever you can do to kind of release that, and it does show that you definitely can. I think for you, it's a perception, because everything seems all right here, except this pain, right? It seems that you can achieve if you push yourself just a little bit more. Then you're on a fantastic roll, and you need emotions with your career to kind of boost it, don't you? Thank you, Flea Little Piggy. I do appreciate your uh, patronage. But yeah, so I mean, let's have a look. Finances are only down to energy and how we value. If we're not going to value ourselves, we do self-sabotage things. So it needs to be really on par, really. Thank you for the donation, as always, Flea Little Piggy. And just have a look at self-support. There is a saying, isn't there? We come in the world by ourselves and we leave by ourselves. But yeah, support, we have to. I mean, we do have family and friends and also bosses and things like that to encourage ourselves. But it's down to us to reflect to ourselves the importance of that. I love you to bits as well. You look after your springtime. It's the best season. Be inspired by the new blossoming of blossoms and little tiny wee babies jumping about in the field. Isn't that inspiration enough? But yeah, do pay attention to what you tell yourself. Thanks for being here. So let's do a card for my moderator, Whitney. Let's see what's going on in Whitney's life today. So, Whitney, you do have the Six of Athamaeus. So things are on the move for you, whether that's moving away from a mindset or emotions or something like that. So this is trying to find peace within yourself. So things are getting better whenever we look at the Six of Athamaeus. That's coming from an uneasy situation into a better situation. So this is about the mindset, just releasing certain things and moving on. Thank you, Whitney. They're cute little pumpkins, aren't they? Cute little pumpkins for the harvest time. They are sweet. Yeah, it's Halloween, isn't it? Soon. Whoa. So yeah, harvest time. Harvesting great things to come. This spooky season. Ooh. Yeah, I shall get the spooky cards out, shall I? I only bring them out once a year. Do you celebrate Halloween at all where you are? I know quite a lot of people do. Yeah, it's got a little bit like that over here as well. It's yeah, as soon as the end of summer comes, all the Halloween stuff comes out, wanting people to buy it, obviously. Knocking on doors, dressing up, making the cakes, biscuits, all that nonsense. Oh, really? That is a good idea. I love that idea. That's hilarious. That is a good idea. Wow. That, do you know, that is such a good idea. It's like keep your sweet papers from Christmas or whatever. Wow. That's so clever. The kids will be well annoyed, won't they? That's really good. Or keep your empty packets of chocolates and put a load of raisins in there. Or just give them a box of raisins. Yeah, that's great. That's so good. Yeah, when we had that COVID, when we had that COVID, people weren't allowed to go out, so they stopped, I think. I love that idea. Never heard of that before. It's funny. It's really funny. Thank you, New. Hi, New. Thanks for the donation. What question have you got today? Thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated. Just put your question down. I know the chat is a little bit slow. Don't know why, but it is. Let's have a look what's going on for New today. See how slow the chat is. New, thanks for the donation. Right, here we go. What is my intuition trying to tell you? Let's have a look for New. Right, we'll use runes as well, so don't be alarmed. Thank you very much. Right, New, what's your intuition trying to say? This is a really easy one. It's the Ace of Cups, which is very much about self-love, self-awareness, and self-responsibility. Sometimes things can be so challenging within life, but when we rely on a greater force, like your intuition, like your higher self, and like tapping into the God force, a wonderment that is always there. When we tap into that, then things work really wonderful for us. So sometimes we just have to say every day that you love yourself, that you love things around you. I'm very grateful for the wonderful love that is always provided when we need it. So your soul is singing out to you to give to yourself that new beginning, that new awareness of what is going on. So just as the salmon has to, by nature, go back to breed, to really produce greater things, so too must we go back to the source of who we are as people and why we came and our sole purpose. So your intuition is very much about self-love and self-acceptance. So when we have the King of Cups, this is a very great card in saying that you can demonstrate love on the outside world as well as inside, but also out. Your intuition is trying to say the abundance of love is already there. It's like having a seed, planting it to grow. Say you had an acorn which grows into a mighty oak tree for eternity, unless something happens to the tree. So abundance is always going to be around you on the love aspect. So there is no shortage of love, especially if you demonstrate bringing that to you. All right. And also you love runes. You've also got the King of Wands here. So this is demonstrating again the responsibility, the fun factor, the kind of motivation that can get us going. So it's almost like if you've been eternalizing a little bit too much, your intuition is saying, yes, you've got to participate and really be very yang in moving forward. So it's no kind of flippant thing. It's about being very active on the outside and really demonstrating to yourself that you're in charge. Nobody else, just you. So if you've been relying on yourself a little bit too much, then that's fine. If you haven't, it's an indication that, there is an abundance of motivation and love. Your intuition also is saying moving on. So when we move on to greener pastures, and they definitely are green, is to keep that body, mind, and soul together in harmony and go with your soul purpose. Soul purpose is self-preservation as well, and really allowing trust to come in with that self-preservation. So again, being kind of really responsible and in charge of who you are, but moving forward in a better place. So, looking at the self is so important. You do a Knight of Chalices as well. So let's look at this on a mundane level. Your intuition is saying good things are about to come to surface if you move away from what's not needed. So relationships can deepen, greater things can happen, but you have to allow it to come. So there's great movement, especially if you want to start relationships, all kinds of relationships, but the best relationship is going to be with self. You have the Three of Affirmations as well. So there's obviously still pain to be released. If you don't remove the pain from you, it remains there and can be a huge blockage. And this is why you have the Ace of Cups here about forgiveness. Self-forgiveness and self-worth is so important. And in order to move forward to receive greater things, we have to let go of that pain. Let's pull you some runes. So, that's not a rune. Let's pull you another one. So, first of all, we have this great card in aiming. So, I'm going to put this by the Chariot. So, what we have to do is really have a look at the balance between focusing and really championshiping yourself. And to do that, you have to bring that self-love to the table. You have to understand that when we are aiming at something, we're definitely achieving it. So sometimes we can spin in two circles and we can go, yes, I love myself, and then I hate myself. I love the situation, I don't like the situation. So this is the moving away from that and putting that in the balance. You do have one Joe. I'm going to put that here. So the one Joe with the King of Wands is a great time to look at the fun factor in what you do bring. I always see the King of Wands as a very jolly person indeed. So if you find more joy in your life and move away from that pain, the greater things are going to come, and you'll realize that it's all coming down to yourself. You've also got Dagas. So where can we put that? I think we'll put this here. So the realizations that you are your own messenger, and what you're telling yourself, especially about self-love, is so important. So these runes are very happy runes, as you perhaps know with this particular reading. So the joy only comes when we let go of pain, because remember, when you have a cup, if you keep that stagnant energy in the cup, it's got no room for the joy to come in. The top of your reading, what your intuition is trying to tell you is quite clearly, love yourself and accept love. Simple message. Move away from pain. Be in charge of yourself, and things greater than you ever expect will come your way. So hopefully that made sense. Thank you for the donation. Minu. Thanks for the likes and the follows, guys. So I'm going to be ending this live very shortly. So if anyone else has a question, do let me know in the next 5 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, lots and lots of love to you, Whitney. Great to see you again. Just take care of yourself and enjoy that dinner. It's good to me. On you, Whitney. Lots and lots of love to you. I will be ending this live in a few minutes, unless somebody donates. So last call for one donation. Right, guys, thanks for being here. I'll catch you all next time. Thank you to my moderator. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the donations. Do take care, everyone. See you soon.